Once upon a time, there was a little boy named Tim who lived in a busy town that was surrounded by high mountains and green trees. All day long, Tim's favorite thing is to explore forests, fields, and streams, catch butterflies, and play with his friends. He was always cheerful and enjoyed every moment, not worrying about what might happen in the future. He just liked to have fun. Tim's parents and teachers tried to teach him not to waste his time in all these activities, but he wouldn't listen and liked to play. Finally, one day his mother decided to take him to an old man who was very famous in this village due to his wisdom. Tim's mother told him about her son. The old man smiled and took Tim with him into the forest. After walking for a while, the old man sat down on the ground and asked Tim to sit next to him. "Young one, look over there," he pointed. When Tim turned his head to look there, he watched an ant carrying food back and forth to its tiny hole. Meanwhile, a grasshopper was happily hopping around, singing a tune as if it didn't have a care in the world. Why does the ant work so hard while the grasshopper plays? Tim wondered, confused by the big difference in how the two creatures were acting. Before starting to tell Tim a story, the wise man let out a quiet laugh himself. Once, there was an ant and a grasshopper who lived in this beautiful village. During every moment of its day, the ant slowly stored food in order to get ready for the next winter. The grasshopper, on the other hand, thought there was always plenty of time to get ready, so it sang and danced. Once winter came, the grasshopper was frozen, hungry, and had nowhere warm to go. It suddenly understood that it should have prepared for the cold times, but it was too late. Meanwhile, the ant was relaxed and happy in its home underground. It had plenty of food because it had worked hard all summer to collect it. During the time that the wise old man was telling the story, Tim listened carefully, taking in the important lesson that was hidden within it. Rather than wasting his time like the grasshopper, he came to the realization that he needed to manage his time properly and make plans for the future, just like the ant did. Tim paid more attention to how he spent his time after that day. In order to maintain a proper balance between his play and his tasks, he made sure to schedule time for both work and play. He became smarter and more responsible every day by remembering what he learned from the ant and the grasshopper. In the end, it's important to remember the story of the grasshopper and the ant. Just like Tim, we have to learn how important it is to plan our time well and make the most of it. Because once time is lost, we can never get it back.